Join me as I take on the challenge of doing 5-minute devotions every day for a week to see how they can truly revolutionize my day. You know, I truly believe that the key to transforming our days and ultimately our lives lies in just 5 short minutes of devotion to our faith each day. It may seem like a small amount of time, but trust me, it can be incredibly powerful. By dedicating just a few minutes to prayer, scripture reading, and meditation, we can set ourselves up for a day filled with purpose, joy, and spiritual growth. I think we can all relate to the struggle of trying to maintain our faith in a world that's constantly pulling us in different directions. It's easy to get caught up in our busy lives and let our spiritual growth take a back seat. We tell ourselves we don't have time, that we're too tired, or that we're just not feeling it. But the reality is our faith is what should be fueling us, giving us the strength and energy to take on whatever life throws our way. Without it, we're like ships without anchors, drifting aimlessly through the storm. We've all been there, feeling guilty for not reading our Bibles as much as we should, or neglecting our prayer lives because we just don't know where to start. Maybe we've even tried to make time for devotionals, but they end up feeling like just another chore on our to-do lists. It's frustrating, and it's easy to give up. But I want to encourage you today, don't give up. Your faith is worth it. I've been guilty of it too, letting my faith fall by the wayside when things get tough. But I've learned that it's in those moments that we need to cling to our faith the most. And it all starts with just 5 minutes a day. One of the most powerful ways to start your day is through prayer. It's as simple as taking 5 minutes to talk to God, sharing your hopes and dreams, your fears and anxieties. It's an incredible way to clear your mind and focus on what's truly important. Another technique is scripture reading. Just take 5 minutes to read a passage, reflect on it, and ask yourself how you can apply it to your life. And finally, there's meditation. Find a quiet spot, take a few deep breaths, and focus on your breathing. It's amazing how just a few minutes of calm can set you up for a day of clarity and purpose. I love experimenting with different techniques to find what works best for me. Sometimes I'll do a combination of all three, starting with prayer, then moving into scripture reading and finishing with meditation. Other days I'll focus on just one area. The key is to find what works for you and make it a habit. And the best part is you can do it anywhere on your commute, during your lunch break, or even just before bed. I want to share a personal story with you that really drives home the power of 5-minute devotions. Last year, I went through a really tough season. I was struggling with anxiety and feeling overwhelmed by the demands of life. But one day I decided to make a change. I committed to doing 5-minute devotions every morning, no matter what. And it was game-changing. I started to feel more grounded, more at peace, and more connected to God. It was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. As I looked back on that season, I realized that those 5 minutes a day had been the key to my breakthrough. They had given me the strength and courage to face my struggles head-on and to come out on top. And I know that the same can be true for you. So let's recap what we've talked about today. We've seen how just 5 minutes of devotion can revolutionize our days and ultimately our lives. We've explored some different techniques to make it a habit, and we've heard a powerful testimony of how it can change everything. I want to encourage you today, don't underestimate the power of just 5 minutes. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What are some of your favorite devotion practices? And if you're hungry for more, be sure to check out my next video on deeper faith exploration.